Before watching the video, don't forget to subscribe the channel and enable bell notification to never miss an update from us.
Hello friends, welcome to Entry. I, Deepani Bhardwaj, welcome to all again, and today we will be discussing a fraud case that is going on these days and it is quite viral. So we'll be discussing today about Canara Bank and SBI fraud case. What is it? We'll individually discuss. Is it in a consecutive manner? That is it in the collective manner or is it in the individual way? Apart from that, we'll also discuss, is this fraud going to affect your vacancies? What is the present share that is going on of Canara and SBI individually? So we'll be discussing each and everything regarding that. So let's start. See, CBI, that is Central Bureau of Investigation, has registered cases filed by Canara Bank and SBI, which is over 8,000 crore fraud. Or rather, I can use a word scam here, and you must have seen the series, and if you have not seen, you have surely heard about Harshad Mehta's scam of 1992, isn't it? And if you have seen that scam, you must be aware that at that time also SBI was involved. And this time also CBI registered a case that is by the Canara and SBI both. But let me tell you, this 8,000 crore fraud is by the combination of both Canara Bank and SBI. Fine. Now what is it? Let's have a discussion on that. So Central Bureau of Investigation, that is CBI, has registered two separate cases filed by the Canara Bank and the State Bank of India regarding a fraud to extent of 7,926.01 crore and 313.79 crore respectively. So now you can see that if you add up both of them, it is going to give you amount more than 8,000 crore, and 8,000 crore is not a small amount, it's a very big amount. And let me tell you, this is the just case registered with this amount. The amount may be much higher than this as well. Fine. So this is the present value because the case is running on and the data is being collected. So we are not aware about how much amount was that. But this is sure that this is the case of more than 8,000 crore right now. Fine. So the first case was registered against a Hyderabad based private company, its CMD, additional directors, unknown public servants. Now, who are these unknown public servants? They are government officials, those government officials who are already working with the bank. Now, if you would have seen this Harshad Mehta series of Scam 1992, or you would understand without that also, if fraud is happening somewhere, this means the individuals who are working with this company or particular debt company is also involved with that, isn't it? Now since they are involved, this means they would be those public servants who are working with this company. And since we are talking here about Canara Bank and State Bank of India, so these unknown public servants are those people who are working with this bank. Fine. So they are also included in the case, and apart from that, others are also there on which complaint has been filed by the Canara Bank. Fine. So if we talk individually about these cases, first of all we'll discuss about the Canara Bank's case. So it was alleged that the private firm had availed credit facilities using multiple banking arrangements. A consortium was formed with other banks led by the Canara Bank. It was further alleged that the accused has falsified, fabricated of books of accounts, forged stock statements, tampered with balance sheets, and engaged in round tipping of funds. Now, what is this? This is clearly telling us that those ledger books where data is maintained, there what is done? Their forgery is done. That is, once some amount was written, then it was changed to particular other value. Fine. And in that way tampering was done. This means it is a case of fraud, and the bank is suffering because of this fraud. And with how much amount? With the amount of 8,000 crores. So Canara Bank also alleged the accused misappropriated its funds, diverted the loan amount sanctioned by the consortium, and caused a loss of around 7,926.01 crore, which is almost 8 crore for Canara Bank itself. See, State Bank of India's case is quite different. That is,
those 300 crores are apart from these 8,000 crores. Fine. And other member banks. The account has become NPA and the fraud was reported, said the CBI, without disclosing the names of those who are arrested. So they have not disclosed the name right now. But yeah, this is a very, very big fraud case. Fine. If we talk about the present share value of Canara Bank, then the present value of share is 109 INR, that is rupees. And you can see that there is a decrement also here. So this is a graph which you can clearly see. Fine. Now we talk about the State Bank of India's case. Then this case was registered against a private company in the Chennai. That was in Hyderabad and this is in Chennai. So along with its chairman, directors and others on a complaint by State Bank of India. It was alleged that the borrower company represented by its chairman and directors availed credit limits of about 310 crore from State Bank of India. The loan amounts were said to have been directed to related parties. The account became NPA and was declared a fraud. An alleged loss of rupees 313.79 crore approximately was caused to SBI. So overall you can see that overall amount is 8,000 plus crores and this is not a small amount. Fine. Now we talk about the present value of shares of SBI, then it is 254.10 right now. Fine. Now we talk about the vacancies, which is most important thing for you. If we talk about the vacancy part, then this case is not going to create any issue for the vacancy. As you know that IPS is going to release its calendar in the month of January, that is 2021, in the coming month. So as you have seen, because of the COVID-19 and all issues, there were very less vacancies this time, isn't it? So it is for sure that vacancies are going to come. This particular fraud is not going to affect any of the vacancies, and undoubtedly vacancies are going to increase in comparison to present year. Fine, because this time less recruitment were done, so it is possible that more recruitments are going to come in the upcoming month, and the calendar will come in the month of January 2021. As you already know that for the whole year, the calendar is released by the IPS in the starting of the month itself, in the starting of the year. Fine. So it is not going to affect your vacancy part. It is most important thing. Please do not panic with this. Just keep on giving your best. In case you have any doubt, we are always available for you. So please do comment on it. Like this video, share it as much as possible, and yes, do not forget to subscribe our channel. So thanking you for watching this video. Thanks a lot.